But then someone told me that the sound on this isn't any good anyway. Maybe I should just go back to the live stream.
Probably.
All right, everyone knows what the greatest common factor is, supposedly. Please do it first. Always do it first. But this is just the greatest common factor problem. So what is the greatest common factor between these two terms?
5.
5. All right, so then you take a 5 out, and what are you left with?
Y minus 6.
That's as far as you can go, and then you're done. Pretty easy stuff, man. Pretty easy stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Please go through the steps. This is the most common step to forget about. So please don't forget about it. Greatest common factor. All right. Just copying that down. Scoot that over a little bit. We'll do number 70. I'd like to factor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, give it up front.
Yeah, pushing factor.
Yeah, let's just third favorite F word. Do. All right, so moving down, is there, let's just go through the steps. Is there a greatest common factor on 70?
Yeah.
What would it be?
1/4.
Is there a 1/4 in this term? But is there? All right. We're not dealing with hypotheticals, we're doing math. All right, so then we have two terms. We don't know about the sum and difference of cubes, or we should, but we probably could. So is it a difference of squares? Well, this is how you can tell. Is there two terms?
Yeah.
Is there a subtraction sign between them?
Yeah.
Can you take the square root of both those terms?
Yeah.
All right, then it's a difference of squares, and this is all you got to do. I like to set up my parentheses. Boom. What's the square root of x squared?
X.
Put one there, put one there. What's the square root of 1/4? 1/2. Put one there, put one there. One gets a plus, one gets a minus. Boom. Right, super easy to check all of these because whatever you say the answer is, you should be able to distribute or FOIL back, and it should give you the original. So let's just do it for fun. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1/2 is negative 1/2 x. 1/2 times x, positive 1/2 x. Positive times a negative 1/2 is negative 1/4. These two cancel out, and we are back to the beginning, so we should be super happy. That's how you can check your answer. That's right. Good. Should we do another one of those?
Yeah. Sure.
Let's do another one of those. I'm in the groove.
Yeah. I like to factor.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't like to factor? Once you factor for the first time, I mean, you just can't stop.
Yeah.
72.
Very much.
I know. So come here, factoring. All right. Is there a greatest common factor?
No.
Okay, so no. One step at a time. No. Answer is no. Is there two terms?
Yeah.
Is there a subtraction sign?
Yeah.
Can you take the square root of both those terms?
Yeah.
It must be difference of squares then.
I guess
So what's the square root of 49?
7.
Put one there, put one there. What's the square root of 9y squared?
3y.
3y, put one there, put one there. One gets a plus, one gets a minus, it doesn't matter which one. How's that grab you?
Good.
You guys feeling alright? Pretty nice, isn't it? Vance, have you ever factored before?
Which? Have you ever factored before? No. Yeah. Translator.
Yeah, thank you.
You know English?
Can you ask him if he's got his face in his mouth?
Yeah.
He said yes. Okay. All right. So moving on. Can I erase these?
Yeah.
All right. So everything's that's the difference of squares. You can do difference of squares the A times C method also. This next section talks about perfect square trinomials. Does anyone know what one of those are? I'll tell you at the end then. It's not super, super important, at least for today. All right, so we're going through our factoring steps. They're up there at the board. says take out a greatest common factor. Is there 1 to 2?
No.
All right. Counting up the terms, we're on 3 terms, A times C method. This is the whole gig. This is everything there is. It's on the sideboard if you don't know. Step number 1 is to identify A, B, and C. So let's do that. A, B, C. Yeah, you remember this? Yeah, we did this a lot last year.
Yeah.
What's A? 1. What's B?
10.
10. What's C?
25.
25. Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Next step says multiply A times C. It is the A times C method after all. So we'll do 1 times 25, which is positive 25. Now we need to think of factors of positive 25 besides 1 and 25.
5.
5 and... Now, of course, it could be negative 1 and negative 25, and negative 5 and negative 5. All of those could be true, because they all multiply to get us positive 25. But,
You gotta find out what adds up to 10.
that's right, which one of those adds up to positive 10?
5 and 5.
5 and 5, those are the ones you want. So it says find all the factors, but you don't need to find all the factors, you just need to find the one that works. All right, so now there's the trick. We just said that 5, let me keep that on there for you. We just agreed that these two multiply to give us 25, and they also add to give us B, which is positive 10. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to rewrite this trinomial, 3 terms, but instead of writing the 10x, we're going to write 5x and 5x. Notice I use pluses there. Please do the same. So is there any questions right now? Because that's the hard part. That's the whole thing. So is there any questions on where these things came from? Right, some of you guys do this X thing, maybe? It's totally the same thing. So don't get nervous. All right, the beauty of this is now it's just doing the greatest common factor 3 times. We're going to group the first 2 no matter what first 2 are there. And then we're going to group the second 2 no matter what second 2 are there. And now we're going to take out a greatest common factor between these 2, which would be what?
X.
Good. What's left over?
X plus 5.
Good. Next group, what's the greatest common factor between those?
5.
All right, I'm going to take the plus that came from right here. I'll do this in different color for you. Boom. All right. So then it was a 5, and so then what's left over?
X plus 5.
All right, now,
So then it's just, don't you take the outside?
well, yeah. So like, there's 1 term, there's 2 terms. What's the greatest common factor between them?
X plus 5.
X plus 5. So, let me move this up for you. Oh man, trinomials. Factoring trinomials, yeah, bud. So we take this X plus 5 out. And we're left with this X plus 5. All right, is that okay?
Yeah.
So write this X and that 5. Now, that's perfect. This is a perfect square trinomial because you could write it like this. Right? Yeah, let's do another one. Let's do, yeah, do 78 on your own. 78 on your own. I'll slow walk it. It is a, it is a perfect square trinomial, so something like this should happen at the end. 78 though, 78. Let's try 78, here it comes. Do, 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 do.
This is a trinomial problem.
This is an A times C problem. Please go through the steps unless you're really good at factoring. I want you to be very good at factoring. You gotta be good at factoring. The next section, the first step is factor everything you see. And then we'll move from there. So make sure you're putting in the time now. All right. I will slowly write up the problems. Or the steps. Please try them on your own now. Watch your signs. I'm not asking you to list out all the factors, I'm just going to list them out. You're just finding the correct two. Yeah. Yeah, this is in 3x, that's right. Yeah, go on. Yep, no, you're doing it right. You guys getting it up there? You guys are faster than I am. Brady, where your side, did you use -6 and -6 there?
Me?
Yeah. Or
No, I did.
you did the positives. Yeah, be careful because that,
Negative plus a positive.
well, it should be a negative and a negative because it's -12. Right. Watch your signs. It's the most common thing to make a mistake on is the signs. Look at that, Lauren. You ever seen anything quite like that?
That's what I got.
Is that what you got?
Not just. That's what I got.
You can write it as 3x squared minus 2 squared if you want. Doesn't bother me if you leave it this way, though. How does that feel? All right, let's do, so here's what we'll do. So 65 to 87 odd, that's all you gotta do. But let's do 79 together, or at least you guys try 79, I'll put up the answers. And if you're all happy with that, then I'll be out of your way, you finish up factoring, and then there you go. All right, it's important for us to be able to factor. This is what you guys got up there? All right, so let's do 79, or at least I'm going to do 79 up here. You guys try 79, and if you get it right, get them done, and that's it. There won't be any extra homework. It's not very much, but if we can do it, then we're in good shape. We'll do some more factoring tomorrow and the next day. Factoring's important. What's that? You guys never factored, Lauren? You don't think so? Put on algebra 1.
I don't even remember how to.
That's too long ago? Oh, man. What are you guys going to do when you're my age? You won't be able to remember these days right here?
How do you do this?
Ooh, that is a good question. Here, I'll start writing it. I'll slowly write it. Yeah, -2, very important. Lauren, now that you've factored, doesn't it feel pretty good? It sure does.
Sure it is.
do, do. There is a shortcut when A equals 1, but you'll never get it from me. Because this method works every single time. If it doesn't work, you either got the wrong factors or it's unfactorable. Is that?
The bottom right, the black markings.
Yep.
Is that after you did the ABC?
Yeah. I did that part right here. Right, so do these add together to give you this?
What?
Right, don't they? Watch your signs. When you take out a -1, everything's got to switch.
So that's where I'm stuck.
Yep, signs will get you every time. Right, you can foil that back if you need to. All you got today is 65 through 87 odd. That's not many problems I expect you to be able to do them though. Please ask, please ask.